There's always that one person. The moment something suddenly stops working, the Wi-Fi dies, the car makes a strange sound, a pipe starts leaking, a screen goes black, everyone else does the same thing. They talk, they guess, they panic a little, and then they look at that one person. The person who doesn't panic, doesn't rush, doesn't start pressing random buttons hoping something works. They just go quiet, focused. Like their brain is already taking the whole problem apart, piece by piece, figuring out what connects to what. And somehow, before anyone else fully understands what's wrong, they've already started fixing it. No drama, no overthinking, just calm hands and a solution. And you're left wondering, how do some people just know what to do? What's happening inside their mind that lets them stay calm when everything else breaks? The answer isn't intelligence, and it's not experience. It's something much simpler, and once you see it, you can't unsee it. But here's what's interesting. There are actually two types of people who can fix everything. One of them is genuinely at peace. The other one is running from something. And by the end of this, you'll know exactly which one you are. So, why does their brain stay calm while yours panics? It comes down to something psychologist Albert Bandura called self-efficacy. Your brain keeps a scoreboard. Every time something breaks, and you figure it out, your brain quietly logs it, files it away, stores evidence that says, I handle that. I can handle this too. And here's where it clicks. When most people hit uncertainty, their brain reads it as a threat. Something's wrong. I don't know what to do. But when someone has enough of that evidence stored up, their brain reads the exact same situation completely differently. Not a threat. A puzzle. Frustrating maybe, but solvable. That's why some people freeze while others get calmer. Not smarter, not more gifted, just a different story their brain learned to tell. Now, where does that story start? Because it almost never starts where people expect it to. It usually starts with something almost embarrassingly small. A kid fixes a toy no one thought would work again. A router restarts and the internet comes back. A loose screw gets tightened and suddenly everything works. To an adult watching. Completely forgettable moment. But to that kid's brain, it's enormous, because for the first time, they feel something that most people never put into words. My hands just changed reality. And once someone feels that enough times, something shifts. Problems stop feeling like walls. They start feeling like systems. Things that can be understood. Things that can be worked with. That's how real confidence starts. Not from big wins, just small proof, repeated enough times that the brain begins to believe it. But here's what separates the people who fix things from everyone else. And it's not what you'd expect. It's one question. One tiny question their brain asks automatically that yours probably doesn't. Think about the last time something broke near you. What did your brain ask first? Why is this happening? Or, where exactly is it failing? That tiny shift sends your brain in completely opposite directions. One looks for blame. One looks for the pattern. And people who fix things, they hunt for patterns without even thinking about it. Here's why that matters so much. Panic narrows your attention. You miss details. You get tunnel vision. You spiral. Curiosity expands it. Suddenly you're noticing the sound, the timing, the sequence, the tiny clue hiding inside the chaos. That's not confidence. That's attention. And attention, unlike talent, is completely trainable. Now, remember what I said at the beginning. Two types of fixers, one at peace. One running from something. It's time to talk about the second one, because this part might feel a little too familiar. Not every fixer became capable because they loved solving puzzles. Some became capable because they had to. Sometimes, the person who always has an answer, who everyone depends on, who never seems lost, learned very early that being useful was safer than being needy. That fixing things got them attention, approval, safety. And their brain quietly, slowly learned one thing. If I stay useful, I stay valuable. And now, every unresolved problem doesn't just feel frustrating, it feels personal. Like it says something about who they are. That's not really confidence. That's fear, wearing the mask of competence. And if that landed somewhere specific in your chest, you're not alone. Because the good news is, there's a completely different version of this, a version that actually feels good from the inside, and honestly, it's more fun to be around. Then there are people who fix things for one simple reason. They're fascinated. They take things apart just to understand them. They ask questions nobody else thinks to ask. They genuinely enjoy that space between broken and working. To them, failure isn't embarrassing, it's just information. A mystery waiting to be understood. And being around people like this does something to you, because they quietly show you without ever saying it directly. Most problems are understandable, not instantly, not perfectly, but eventually. So what actually separates that person everyone looks to from everyone else in the room? When uncertainty shows up, one person sees helplessness, the other sees possibility, and the most important part of everything I just told you. This isn't personality. It's not a gift you're either born with or you're not. It's a story your brain learned to tell about you. And stories, unlike talent, can be rewritten, slowly. One small moment at a time. You try, you fail, you adjust, you try again, and little by little your brain updates the scoreboard. Until one day, something breaks. And instead of looking around the room for that one person, you are that person. And that shift, that one small shift in how you see a problem, changes far more than your ability to fix broken things. It changes how you face your whole life.